been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show him skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just throw my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving their soldier chills. My jewelry the coldest chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show him skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23. Make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Look at set, but ain't. You can't block me. You can't block me.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 24.
Switch. Check three. Bang, bang. White.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and an alley to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Newton to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Lock! 56. I got you. Here we go, D.
Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, gun.
Here's Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Let him know.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, the still
blitz coming, and down he goes. D Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's more on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. 20.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On second down, it's Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You got it. You got it. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, fighting off the defender. And some room to maneuver. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Here we go. 180. Watch the screen. 65.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 56. Check 56.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, its tight end. But now it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some 11. Bravo. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Garoppolo again. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. DeForest Buckner able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Newton. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
3rd and long. It's Newton. He's going to look deep and got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 84 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in a second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
11. 56. I'm trying to collect. Mike 56. Hey, 5-7. It's out of time. 56 to Mike. 2.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
I'm coming for you, son. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Express! Let's put that team on the bus. 51.
A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. No.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Who that?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 56. Push him back. Push him back.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Shaq Thompson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
36.
Check 1, Omaha.
This is Mostert. And he's got some space here. That one good for 21 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Here we go,
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders, 46 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed
of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown?
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
56. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 56, Mike 56. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Pass complete here to Sanders. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option, and he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first, and it's 3rd down now. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun.
Turn up.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Yeah, and here we go again.
20.
Here we go again.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54. Express! 54.
Man, I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that plays when you probably get a little pushback from people. A toss near the goal line, I think they're fortunate that they only ended up with no gain and not a loss.
And the defense strung it out beautifully.
Normally you run more quick hitters in that situation.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Fielded about a yard deep. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On second down and 4. Newton, he'll buy some time right. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return stops just a little bit shy of mid. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. And that's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week.
This is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.